Howdy y'all and welcome to Lax Lives. This is a Lax Looks and we're still looking at Minecraft. And last time I ended talking about the creatures, the monsters that were in the game. And oh, you can see right there's a zombie just waiting for me. And as you can see, it is sunrise. There's the sun coming up. Got a pretty good view of that. That's a kind of a cool happenstance for me. I'm gonna go ahead and come out and look now. Oh, look, there's a creeper just waiting for me right there. We talked about those. Hate those guys. Bag off creepers. I wanted you to see what happens. Oh, we got rain. Great. There is a slight weather cycle to the game. Rain doesn't really do anything. Although it does negate what I wanted to show you. I believe. We'll have to see. Well, come on, son. Usually, when it's not, it's usually not raining, but when it's not raining and it gets daylight, you'll see the creatures like the zombies here. This guy coming for me right now, and they can't be in sunlight. So skeletons and zombies, they'll burn up in the sun. Not skeletons. Spiders do not burn up in the sun, so if you ever see a spider, you do have to take him out. Ooh, there's a skeleton right there. You see him? Right there. Ooh, and that might be a spider right there. Man, I am gonna have to flee from oh, there's a skeleton right there. Oh, I don't want him to shoot me. I only got 3 hearts here. This really sucks that it decided to rain as soon as it got daylight. Well, I guess we could talk about some of the other things. We'll actually try to skirt the monsters. I'd like to talk a little bit about the animals now. You could see a few of them as I was wandering around. Oh, look, there's a bat. That's crazy. What are the chances that a bat would be out? Just as I was getting ready to talk about the animals. Bats don't do anything. They just fly around. Sometimes they will hang upside down in caves and stuff. Usually they only live in caves, so I don't know what this dude is doing upstairs. Go back to your cave, bat. Go back to your cave. Yeah, we got pigs. And you can see a little pig there. And we've got chickens. That's a chicken. Although sometimes I refer to it as a duck, because to me it looks more like a duck than a chicken. I think their beaks are too wide. Chickens don't have wide, flat beaks like that, so we also saw earlier, looks like maybe those monsters left. We also saw earlier over here in the other biome in the last video, and I'll swim back across so we can see them again. In fact, they're right here. This really is a nice area with some of the animals so we can see them, but we also got cows. Yeah, I heard you huffing at me there. Oh, and you can see here, when you move out of a warmer biome, like, I don't even know what this is, let me see. Like a plains biome. Oh, that's awesome, this is plains. You have rain, but if you move into a wintry type biome, like a taiga, you get snow. You can see all those big trees there in the distance. That's a jungle. Those are jungle trees. Those might be spruces. Come on, get up there. And then let me climb the hill here. And those are probably oaks, although they've got some vines growing on them. More pigs. There are some other animals in the game, which I'm sure we'll come across. There are wolves, which can be tamed to make dogs. There are ocelots, which are a type of jungle cat, and they can be tamed to make cats. So you can have pets in the game. Just those 2 so far. Well, I guess there's 3 now, because they just added horses. I personally have never seen a horse. I've seen pictures of the horses, and video of the horses, but I've never actually come across one while playing. The reason being is that, as I mentioned in the previous video, I play on a server, and we use a mod pack, which we'll talk about mods in a little later. But my mod pack hasn't been updated to use the newest updates, and so since I can't use the newest version of Minecraft, I don't get horses yet, which is why I'm excited for 1.6, because that's when they say they're going to update the mods. Man, no sheep. So yeah, we've got wolves, ocelots, horses. Horses can be tamed. There are also donkeys, which can be tamed. Donkeys can actually be equipped with boxes to make them into pack mules. And well, I guess pack donkeys, because there are also mules in the game. There is breeding of the animals, so like I don't have anything on me. But you can actually use like carrots, and if you feed the pigs carrots, then they'll make little baby pigs. If you feed the chickens seeds, then they'll make little baby chickens. And if you feed the cows wheat, they'll make little baby cows. If you feed the horses wheat, they'll make foals, baby cows, calves, piglets, chicks. Is a baby chicken a chick, I think? I know I call them chicks, but I don't know if that's the proper term. And then, is that all the creatures? You can feed your dogs meat to breed them to get puppies. And probably the same thing with your cats. You get some kittens. I have never managed to train a cat. Dogs are pretty easy. Oh, see, look, my hunger just ran out because I haven't been doing anything but wandering around here. Oh, look, I can see through the world. This is one of the bugs in the game. I don't know if it's the game or my computer. I know that a lot of people who play the game, this happens to them. Sometimes it takes a little bit for the game to load, and so I'm actually seeing underground there, and you can see when I get closer, then it loads that chunk of the world, and what was missing disappears. There's a big hole there. And you can see my hunger has taken me down to half a heart. Oh, this is pretty bad. There we go. But yeah, I can't think of any other animals that exist in the game. Nope, that's all I can think of. All right, we talked about the monsters. We talked about the day-night cycle last time. Light levels. When you bring up your debug screen, or I think this is called, you can see that there's a lot of information on the left-hand side. And one of the things that you want to look at is right next to where it says planes on the bottom, second line up from the bottom there. You'll see there's a BLSLRL. I believe that's light level. I get confused where stuff is at on here, but yeah, that's light level. Monsters only spawn when monsters are only supposed to spawn when the light level is 7 or below 7. I think 7 is safe, but anything below 7, monsters can spawn. Although, I don't know how well that works with creepers, because I swear creepers will spawn at noon and hit you in the back and explode in the brightest light you can find and kill you. Oh, you know what? Yeah. But, yeah, so you should be aware of light level. I'm going to go here and check out this little desert island, so I'm going to swim across here. The other animal I mentioned a couple times was sheep, and the reason I'm looking for sheep is that when you first load into the game, you spawn in the general area of the coordinates of 0, 0. And now the map has coordinates because the map is huge. Since the world is randomly generated, it actually only generates the part that you can see. Once it's generated, then the map keeps track of what it generated. But until you go to a new section, it does not generate that part of the map. So generally what happens, oh look, so now we're in the desert. Over there it's raining. It doesn't rain in the desert. So generally what happens is that the map or the world that you're playing on um, just spawns what they call chunks. So the whole game is loaded in chunks, and a chunk is 16 blocks on each side. And the maximum size of the world is supposed to be pretty much infinite. Now there are some earlier versions of the game that had a bug in them where the game would kind of crash out if you went far enough, but it takes years of walking supposedly to get to these crashed areas without teleporting. Um, and But yeah, the game is supposed to randomly generate a world almost up to an infinite size. Now, of course, the farther you go, the larger your save file gets because the more information your game has to keep track of. Not too problematic when you're playing solo player because you're probably not gonna wander about for days. Um, Man, it's getting nighttime again already. Oh, there's an Enderman. Don't look at him. When you look at him, they get angry. I'll sneak over by him here without looking at him so you can see him. This is an Enderman. Look at him. Tall, black, shadowy guy with his purple eyes. Now, if you look at him, then they get really mad, and then they'll attack you. I'll look at him here. Make him mad so he'll chase me. Look, now he's chasing me. Oh, he picked up a block too. They love to pick up blocks. But the Endermans have a weakness. They can't do... Oh, he got me. Oh no. No, he didn't get me. Look, right here. Lycander was pricked to death. I backed into a cactus. Oh well, that respawns me with full health and full hunger. Now you can see this is why I was looking for sheep. So I was wandering around. I found that plains. Oh, he's still after me. Oh, he... Please don't get me, Mr. Enderman. They teleport. I told you they teleport. So he is teleported to come after me. Oh, you can hear his... Oh, he's still here. Man. They put me on top of a tree, though, so I'm kind of safe. Yeah, so I was looking for a sheep, because now that I've died, what you can see is that I have managed to come all the way back to where I started the game. And you don't get to stay where you were at. You wind up all the way back somewhere toward the start. But if I can find some sheep, I can get the wool off the sheep and I can make a bed. I know we haven't talked about crafting yet, but I can make a bed. And then the bed allows me to set my respawn point, which is kind of what I was after. Alright. Now I just gotta figure out... Oh! Get away, Enderman, get away. Ha ha ha. Did you see that? Endermans have a weakness. They can't do water. Oh, and now there's a skeleton. Oh, and there's a squid. I forgot about squids. Let's swim down and see the squid. I'm probably gonna die again. No food, no armor, no weapons, no tools. And a skeleton chasing me. Yeah. Anyways, some other things to learn about since this is supposed to be a Let's Look and not a Let's Play. We've got spawners. Sometimes you'll come across this little cage with a spinning creature inside of it, and that is a spawner. And spawners generate creatures, whether it's day or night. Although they do have a light level restriction, just like normal. So you can shut them off by putting light sources on them, or you can destroy them. And then the next thing I had on my list to talk about was gravity. Now, you saw me jumping and you saw me in the tree. Falling from any kind of height can hurt you. I mean, a single block, right? I can jump one block high. Or maybe I can jump a block and a little smidge there. If I fall from too many blocks, though, well, that wasn't far enough, I will take damage. Oh, and of course, I can't take damage because I want to show you taking damage. And not every block is affected by gravity. So if I punch out this dirt block, and then I put it on top of this dirt block, and then I punch out this dirt block, that one does not fall. It just stays hovering. And if I put this out here and punch out this block, you can see that block should fall but does not, because it is not affected by gravity. Hello, moo cow. Sand, on the other hand, is affected by gravity. And that's sand. Gravel's also affected by gravity. Those are pretty much the only two things that spawn naturally that are affected by gravity. There are also anvils in the game, and anvils are affected by gravity, which is kind of funny. The mobs are affected by gravity. If you can knock them off of cliffs and stuff, they will fall to their deaths. The animals are affected by gravity. If I push a cow off a cliff, cow will fall and probably die when it hits the bottom if the cliff is big enough. Hey, it quit raining. Alright. The next thing I wanted to look at was trees. Oh, creeper. Creepers in the water. Oh, I was too close. Creepers in the water actually reduces the amount of explosion they do. I wish this wasn't so dark. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna pause the recording again. And, oop, I fell in a hole. And now I'm gonna get killed by a skeleton. Because he fell down here. Anyways, I'm gonna pause the recording and I'm gonna come back when it gets daylight. Oh, I came back. It's still nighttime, but look, there's a spider. Whew. I thought you might like to see this thing. Oop, push me in the water. He's probably gonna kill me. I can't stay alive at the moment. I have not showed you guys how to make tools and stuff. I got him. Wow. Those little green orbs I just picked up, those are XP. You can see my XP bar. When you die, you actually lose your XP. You can sometimes get some of it back. And when the bar gets full, then it'll tell me I've got 1 level to spend. And the more levels you get, the bigger the enchantments you can cast on yourself. I also want to show you this ice real quick. This right here is ice. When it's cold, the water freezes into ice. And when you punch it, it turns back into water. I really like to get back over that plains biome. I'm going to swim over the plains biome, so I will come back when I get there. Alright, so I'm not quite back to the plains biome, but it is daylight again, so, well, I got really close. It's right there. What I want to show you, one last thing before we go here, is I want to talk about trees. Now, I did say these are spruce trees, and jungle trees I pointed out to you across the way over there, and oak trees. There are also birch trees. Oh, right there, look at that. Daylight is burning that zombie. Oh, if he touches me though, I will catch on fire. Don't touch me, on fire zombie. Just stay down there and burn, fire zombie. Burn, yeah. See, he burnt up. And he left behind some meat. Ugh, rotten flesh. I'm gonna get rid of that. So trees, yeah. Trees, there you can see we've got some leaves. When you hit the tree, the leaves, oh, there's a skeleton shooting at me. He is hiding out in the shadow of a tree here somewhere. There he is. Look at that. I tell you, I am not having luck. Not having luck. I'm gonna go out here. Look at this tree just out here all by itself. I'll show you. When you hit the leaves on trees, they sometimes drop saplings. And then you are able to plant those saplings, and they will grow into new trees. So you can actually get the kind of tree you want as a sapling, and then replant it wherever you decide to call your home. Although it's not a guarantee that you get a sapling. I mean, look at my look. Oh, there we go. Spruce sapling. I was right. These are spruces. And oak trees which should drop acorns, actually drop apples in this game. And so sometimes when you're knocking down the leaves, you can get apples. Now I'm too short probably to do this right, but one of the funny things I find about Minecraft is that sometimes I've seen people call other people tree punchers. And it's a funny term because to start off doing anything in this game, your basic ingredient is wood. So you can see right there I got some spruce wood, and I got it by punching the tree. And people, sometimes when I talk to my friends about this, they're like, you think that's realistic that you punch a tree? I'm like, dude, it's kung fu. I got mad kung fu skills. And can chop down a tree with my bare hands. Not really. I'd imagine that I would break bones and remove all the skin from my hands trying to knock down a tree with my bare hands. Once you knocked out the trunk, though, for a tree, you can see that the leaves automatically despawn, and sometimes they'll drop the saplings and the apples that way. So usually I don't knock out the leaves by hand. I just take out the trunk and then let the rest of it despawn on its own. And then that gives us wood. And I'll show you what you can do with that in the next episode. So thanks for watching. Like it if you like it. Hit the subscribe button if you want to be sure to catch the next episode. Catch you later.